While you've been sleeping, heaven's been in session. And at midnight tonight, your angels receive updated instructions, new orders, new authority, new assignments concerning your life. What you're about to discover will change everything you thought you knew about how the spiritual realm operates on your behalf. Because tonight, the invisible forces assigned to your destiny are being promoted, reassigned, and given expanded jurisdiction over your circumstances. This is not random. This is not coincidence. This is the result of your faithfulness reaching a level that qualifies you for angelic upgrade. For months, perhaps years, your spiritual maturity has been under observation. Your responses to trials, your persistence through delays, your trust despite uncertainty have all been documented in the unseen realm. And tonight, that documentation becomes authorization for a new level of supernatural assistance. At exactly 12 midnight, not 11:59, not 12:01, but at the precise moment when one day surrenders to the next, something extraordinary happens in the realm where decisions about earthly affairs are made. Your file, which has been marked for review, is now being marked for action. The spiritual authorities who have been watching your journey are implementing changes that will accelerate your progress in ways you never imagined possible. But here's what you must understand about the midnight assignment. It's not just about receiving help. It's about receiving the right kind of help from the right spiritual agents with the right level of authority to accomplish what lies ahead. Your current challenges require a different caliber of intervention. Your emerging opportunities demand a higher grade of spiritual intelligence. Your advancing destiny necessitates angelic assistance that operates at a level you have never experienced before. Think of heaven as having departments, each with specific functions, jurisdictions, and levels of authority. The angels who have been working on your behalf until now have been operating under general orders, providing basic protection, guidance, and provision according to standard protocols. But midnight tonight marks your promotion to a specialized category that unlocks access to heaven's elite forces. The midnight assignment introduces 3 distinct types of angels into your life, each with unique capabilities and mandates that far exceed anything you have previously experienced. The first type are intelligence angels, spiritual agents who specialize in information gathering, strategic planning, and prophetic insight. These angels have access to databases of knowledge about future events, hidden opportunities, and secret plans that will impact your path. They don't just protect you from what's coming, they prepare you for what's approaching. Intelligence angels operate like divine consultants, feeding you insights that position you ahead of circumstances rather than merely responding to them. They influence your thoughts, dreams, and intuition in ways that guide you toward decisions that align with advantages you cannot yet see. When you suddenly have clarity about a situation that was confusing, when you sense you should avoid a particular path, when you feel prompted to pursue an opportunity that doesn't make logical sense, you are experiencing the work of intelligence angels who have access to information beyond your natural perception. The second type being assigned to your life tonight are warfare angels, spiritual forces that specialize in combat, conflict resolution, and removing obstacles that resist your advancement. Unlike the general protection you have received before, warfare angels are trained for aggressive intervention. They don't just guard you from attack, they launch preemptive strikes against forces that would oppose your progress. Warfare angels dismantle schemes before they manifest, neutralize plans before they activate, and defeat enemies before they can mount effective resistance. They operate with weapons and authority that can shatter spiritual strongholds, break generational curses, and destroy patterns of limitation that have operated in your life for years. When barriers that seemed permanent suddenly crumble, when opposition that appeared insurmountable mysteriously weakens, when doors that were locked inexplicably open, you are witnessing the work of warfare angels who fight battles in the unseen realm on your behalf. The third type of angels receiving new assignments concerning your life tonight are provision angels, spiritual agents who specialize in resource allocation, divine connections, and supernatural supply. These angels have access to heaven's treasury and the authority to redirect earthly resources to align with your needs and purposes. They don't just pray that provision will come, they orchestrate circumstances that make provision inevitable. Provision angels influence markets, guide decision makers, and position opportunities in ways that create multiple streams of blessing flowing toward your life. They coordinate timing so that resources arrive exactly when needed, relationships form precisely when beneficial, and opportunities present themselves at the perfect moment for maximum impact. When money appears from unexpected sources, when the right people enter your life at the right time, when circumstances align in ways that feel miraculous, you are experiencing the strategic work of provision angels who manipulate earthly systems to serve heavenly purposes. But the midnight assignment doesn't just add new angels to your spiritual team. It also upgrades the authority level of those already working on your behalf. Angels operate within hierarchical structures, and their effectiveness is directly related to the level of authority they carry. Until tonight, your angels have been operating under limited jurisdiction, able to intervene only within certain boundaries and according to specific protocols. The midnight assignment expands those boundaries and elevates those protocols. Your angels are being granted higher security clearance, expanded territorial rights, and increased operational authority. They can now access resources that were previously beyond their reach, implement solutions that were formerly outside their jurisdiction, and execute strategies that require greater spiritual authority to accomplish. This elevation of angelic authority happens because your spiritual character has been tested and proven reliable. Heaven doesn't entrust advanced spiritual resources to immature believers. The angels receiving enhanced authority tonight are being given expanded power because you have demonstrated that you can handle increased responsibility. Your faithfulness in small things has qualified you for authority over greater things, and that authority extends to the spiritual forces assigned to assist you. The midnight assignment also synchronizes your angelic team for coordinated action. Previously, different angels may have been working on your behalf independently, each addressing separate aspects of your life according to their individual mandates. But tonight, they are being organized into a unified command structure with integrated strategies and shared objectives. This coordination eliminates conflicts between different types of spiritual assistance and creates synergy that multiplies the effectiveness of angelic intervention. Intelligence angels share information with warfare angels, enabling them to target opposition more precisely. Warfare angels clear obstacles for provision angels, allowing resources to flow more freely. Provision angels supply intelligence angels with resources needed for more comprehensive planning. The result is a spiritual support system that operates with military precision and strategic efficiency. The timing of the midnight assignment is not arbitrary. Midnight represents a transition point, a moment when one reality gives way to another. It's the hour when possibilities that seemed impossible become achievable, when limitations that appeared permanent become temporary, when circumstances that felt fixed become fluid. The spiritual realm recognizes midnight as a time of shifting, and major angelic reassignments are scheduled during this window of transition. But midnight also represents urgency. The angels receiving new orders about you tonight are being briefed for immediate deployment. This is not preparation for future assistance. This is activation for present intervention. Your angels are not being trained for what might happen. They are being equipped for what is happening. The challenges you face right now, the opportunities emerging in your circumstances, the decisions you must make in the coming days all require the enhanced spiritual support that becomes available at midnight tonight. The midnight assignment operates according to divine intelligence that sees beyond your current understanding. The spiritual authorities making these angelic reassignments have access to information about your future that you do not possess. They know what you will face, what you will need, and what resources will be required for you to succeed. Tonight's angelic upgrade is not reactive to your current situation, it is preparatory for your approaching destiny. This advanced preparation means that help arrives before crisis, resources appear before shortage, and guidance comes before confusion. Your upgraded angelic team operates proactively rather than reactively, positioning support systems ahead of need rather than responding after problems arise. This shift from reactive to proactive spiritual assistance is one of the most significant advantages of the midnight assignment. The angels receiving new orders about you tonight have been briefed on the specific nature of your calling and the unique challenges associated with fulfilling it. They understand not just who you are, but who you are becoming. They comprehend not only where you are, but where you are going. Their assignments are tailored to your individual path, taking into account your personality, your strengths, your weaknesses, and the precise combination of assistance required to maximize your potential. This customized approach means that your angelic support team operates with insider knowledge about your life that enables them to provide assistance that feels perfectly timed and precisely targeted. They know how to communicate with you in ways you will recognize, understand how to motivate you without overwhelming you, and can provide help that strengthens you without creating dependency. The Midnight Assignment also grants your angels access to Heaven's intelligence network, a spiritual communication system that provides real-time updates on developing situations, emerging opportunities, and changing conditions that affect your circumstances. This network operates beyond the limitations of time and space, giving your angels advance warning about events before they manifest in the natural realm. Access to this intelligence network means your angels can prepare countermeasures before problems develop, position resources before opportunities arise, and coordinate protection before attacks materialize. They operate with prophetic insight that keeps them consistently ahead of circumstances rather than constantly catching up to them. This advanced intelligence capability transforms your spiritual support from defensive to offensive, from reactive to strategic. But the most significant aspect of the Midnight Assignment is the establishment of direct communication protocols between you and your angelic team. Previously, angelic assistants may have operated in the background of your life, providing help you didn't recognize and guidance you didn't acknowledge. But the Midnight Assignment includes provisions for increased spiritual sensitivity that will enable you to recognize and cooperate with angelic activity. This enhanced communication doesn't necessarily involve audible voices or visible appearances. Instead, it operates through heightened intuition, increased discernment, and improved spiritual perception. You begin to sense when angels are working, recognize when divine intervention occurs, and understand when to cooperate with spiritual activity rather than resist it through natural reasoning. The development of this communication capability requires your participation. Your angels can receive new orders and expanded authority, but their effectiveness in your life depends on your willingness to recognize and respond to their activity. This is why the Midnight Assignment includes provisions for increasing your spiritual sensitivity. You are being prepared to work with your angelic team rather than simply being protected by them. As midnight approaches tonight, the spiritual atmosphere around you is already beginning to shift. The angels currently assigned to your life are preparing for the transition to new command structure and enhanced authority. The intelligence angels who will join your team tonight are reviewing files about your future and preparing strategic briefings. The warfare angels being assigned to you are studying opposition patterns and planning offensive operations. The provision angels receiving orders concerning your life are identifying resource streams and mapping supply routes. This preparation creates spiritual activity that sensitive individuals can perceive. You may sense increased spiritual presence, feel unusual peace about situations that previously caused anxiety, or experience sudden clarity about decisions that have been confusing. These sensations are not imagination, they are evidence of angelic preparation for midnight deployment. When the clock strikes 12 and one day officially surrenders to the next, the transition happens quietly but decisively. No dramatic announcements, no visible ceremonies, no audible commands. Simply the quiet, efficient implementation of new spiritual protocols that position heaven's resources more effectively for your advancement. Your file is updated, your team is upgraded, and your future is secured by forces operating with enhanced authority and expanded mandate. Tomorrow you wake to a new level of spiritual assistance that operates according to protocols you have never experienced. Challenges that seemed overwhelming begin to resolve with surprising ease. Opportunities that appeared inaccessible suddenly become available. Resources that felt scarce start flowing from unexpected directions. This is not luck, coincidence, or positive thinking. This is the result of angelic intervention operating at a level that corresponds to your spiritual maturity and the requirements of your advancing destiny. The Midnight Assignment has been issued. Your angelic team is being upgraded. Enhanced spiritual assistance becomes operational at exactly 12 a.m. The question is not whether this will happen. The orders have already been given. The question is whether you will recognize what is happening and position yourself to receive the full benefit of heaven's enhanced investment in your future. Tonight marks the beginning of a new chapter in your spiritual journey, a chapter where unseen assistance operates with unprecedented authority and effectiveness. Your angels have received their orders. The midnight assignment is being implemented. Tomorrow begins with supernatural advantage that few believers ever experience. The clock is counting down to divine intervention that will accelerate your progress beyond anything you thought possible. Midnight approaches. Your angels are ready. Are you prepared to receive what heaven has assigned for your advancement? The spiritual realm awaits your recognition of what is about to unfold. In just a few hours, everything changes. The midnight assignment becomes active. Your destiny moves to the next level. Heaven's elite forces take their positions in your life. The clock ticks toward your upgrade. The orders have been issued. The assignment begins at midnight. Your life will never be the same. The spiritual authorities have spoken. Enhanced angelic assistance becomes operational tonight. The invisible realm mobilizes for your advancement. Midnight marks your moment of spiritual promotion. Your angels receive their new assignments, higher authority, expanded jurisdiction, enhanced capability, all focused on accelerating your progress toward divine destiny. Ready or not, the midnight assignment activates tonight. Your spiritual support system is being upgraded to match the magnitude of what lies ahead. Heaven's best are being deployed for your benefit. The clock counts down to supernatural intervention. Midnight brings the assignment that changes everything. The transition is seamless but powerful. As the final seconds of today tick away, spiritual doors open that have never been opened before. Authority flows to angels who have waited for this moment to demonstrate their full capability. Resources become accessible that were previously beyond reach. Intelligence becomes available that illuminates paths you could not see. Your life enters a new dimension of divine assistance where what seemed impossible becomes routine, where what appeared blocked becomes open, where what felt delayed becomes accelerated. The midnight assignment ensures that you advance not through struggle, but through strategic supernatural support that removes obstacles before you encounter them. This is your moment. This is your upgrade. This is your midnight assignment becoming reality. The spiritual realm has reorganized around your success. Heaven's finest have been deployed for your advancement. The clock strikes 12. The assignment begins. Your new reality unfolds with angelic precision and power.